Hey there, folks. Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy X-2 on the Series JG. So yeah, last time we started the game to build up diplomatic rapport with Cactuar Nation of Domination. And you know, if Bobo hasn't made the SmackDown videos public yet, which he probably hasn't, where this actually becomes a thing, I'm kind of spoiling something from another LP. But don't think about it too hard. Just accept that there is Cactuar Nation of Domination. We're going to go to the Cactuar Nation. We're going to hand over this little Cactuar kid to his mom. And then, yeah, see, he's been following us around. You going to translate? No? Thank you for believing what Monolith said. Okay, whatever. I'll translate. Welcome home, Olivia. Then again, you never left in the first place, did you?
That's the gist of it.
And now, his Cactuar mother is asleep. It's like, welcome home. Immediately goes to sleep. This Cactuar mother has severe sleep apnea. Let's talk to another Cactuar mother. I'll translate. And she says that she's Tomeya's mother. Tomeya always dreamed of seeing waters vaster than Arctic oasis, and now he's finally getting his wish. Sands whiter than the desert, a gentle breeze, glistening sunlight, and more water than can be imagined. Oh, is it Besaid? I hope I'll be able to go to Besaid without, triggering the next plot thing. I can't wait to hear the tales you'll have to tell. Alright, well, I guess we are going to Besaid, whether they like it or not. You got anything new to say? I rescued one of the Guardians. Nope. Okay. Marla says the same shit she said last time. Stop bothering her. Poor Marla would like to sleep too, you know. Alright, well, off to Besaid, and, I guess while we're at Besaid, I'll check the, PR mission, see if there's any PR points we can get that don't involve going into the village, which triggers the, I think we got him for Luca, didn't we? Yeah. Or no, Kilika, I mean. Yeah, there's no points, there's no PR points we can get in Besaid without going to the village, so we're not doing that yet, but, I would think, based on that description, we're going to the beach at Besaid. If not, maybe Kilika. You guys don't really seem to care about the Cactuar. I guess you said something about the Cactuar and are now over it. That's like yesterday's news. Fiends are pouring out of the temple. That Becklem from the Youth League wants to do something drastic, but Waka won't let him. Could be a fight. You'd better ignore it and go deal with the Cactuar Nation instead. Excuse me, Cactuar Nation. And now Brother and Buddy both heading into Besaid. I mean, Buddy and Shinra. Brother, presumably staying back with the ship. Brother's never been to Besaid, even though he's deeply and madly in love with Yuna, who's apparently lived there for the last couple of years. It had been her home most of her life. Last couple of years. How much time is supposed to have passed? Does anybody remember how much time is supposed to have passed between this game and, for some reason I want to say 2 years have passed since Final Fantasy X, but I don't know where I'm pulling that number from. Assuming that these characters are essentially human, and not, you know, that they follow the same biological rules humans do. Bear in mind, we rarely see anyone eat, and we've never seen anyone using the bathroom. It has to, you know, we're looking at several months must have passed, because Lulu is apparently really close to giving birth, and we're pretty sure whatever brought that on happened between games. The Moonbracer. That's right, we should be checking the treasure chest down here multiple times. Because if it gets restocked during every act, we'd want to be on top of that. Constant shell effect. I think somehow we got down to a treasure chest over here and not over there. Or maybe I'm just nuts. I sure hope there's a save sphere down here that will allow us to, Oh, I know what we gotta do. We can get into this cave and, we gotta get into this cave, we gotta all turn into gun mages, and we gotta, equip those things. Now, we're not even gonna, yeah, after going to all that trouble to, learn the spell as, Dark Knights, I think we'll just, I think we'll just give everybody, Chaos Shock. Oh, you know what? We only got to give one person Chaos Shock. So we'll give it to Yuna. And, we'll give her a safety bit, and we'll give everybody else. There's an item whose name I'm not remembering that guards against death. We had enough. Yeah, angel earrings. This will prevent them from, getting smacked around too much by the enemies that we'll be fighting. Because we gotta fight some Coerls and learn the damn White Wind that we've been trying for so freaking long to learn. And this is, you know, the game basically dragged us here, so we might as well take advantage of being here. And we also gotta get the charm bangle off of brother for a minute. Brother from another mother. We'll give him the... Hey, you know what? Lure Bracer. We'll switch back and forth through... No, wait. He's got Charm Bangle. Did I unequip Charm Bangle from him? Yeah, he's got Crystal Bangle Lure Bracer. So this raises the enemy encounter rate, which, you know, makes sense for this situation.
Try this on for size.
I guess Death Blast still does some damage. Better give you a high potion or something. Because Yuna can still take damage from that because I lost, I took away the item that was giving her immunity to all that stuff. Now, I won't complain one bit. I was thinking it'll probably cast it on us right away. After all the time I spent trying to do it before, now it'll suddenly just cooperate. But, you know what? Maybe it won't. So I should probably stop joking around about how pissed off I'll be if it does cooperate. Because in fact, I'll be quite happy if it does. Don't you just use White Wind, you dick. You don't want it to kill itself. Well, it's charging up for something here. It's got most of its hit points left. And Riku's dying again. It started this turn before I confused it, so no chance of it's working out this time. Yuna's got some odd gloves or sleeves or something. There was this one shot where it appeared that she had like giant, goofy cartoon character gloves. Oh, come on, seriously? And we've been finding like treasure chest full of high potions when we had 99, and now suddenly we're using a bunch of high potions, and there'll be no freaking high potion treasure chest left. So much for a video on the Cactuar minigame. Good news is that the blue magics will carry over into a second playthrough, so I only ever have to get this to work once. Can this please be it? It's getting to the point where I gotta double check and make sure that this particular type of coral does it. Oh, and it's not confused anymore. Eunice. Well, she learned Silver Bullet anyway. It only has to do it once. It'll hit the whole group of us. I'm almost positive of that. So many potions being wasted here. Come on. I'm not even doing commentary. I'm just occasionally saying, come on. It's not even worth it to reduce its magic damage. Oh, you did it to yourself, you jerk. That's not what you were supposed to do. At least I know it's capable of casting the spell. Doesn't seem to be very resistant to confuse either. There we go. Q, Q, Q. Finally. So there you go. That's over. And get everyone back to their berserker costumes. Now those are Kalis' favorite. And then I don't know if they're Kalis' favorite. They might just be too goofy looking for Kalis to take them seriously. But yeah. Oh, actually I can get them back with less shitty accessories. I'll tell you what I need to do. Unless I'm going to start using these guys in combat, or unless I'm going to start doing some serious off-screening in the Creature Creator game, which I don't anticipate doing anytime soon. Oh, I can't just remove? I have to equip them with something else? Oh no, I can't. It's at the very bottom. Not the very top. I probably need to just give, if I'm not worried about stat stuff, I would want to give, like, Crystal Bangles give you lots and lots of hit points. Bobo was teasing me the other day because I was talking about triple HP, which clearly sounds like I'm talking about, you know, when Hunter Hearst Helmsley urinates. But no, I need to, if I'm actually going to give my girls, who are actually occasionally in combat, the best accessories, I shouldn't have them equipped on the monster guys. So I've given my monster guys the accessories that allow them to cast haste, because it is a random thing that they can do during battle. It's useful, but to me, I don't like... I was explaining to somebody in the comments, I don't like spending turns casting haste when it doesn't last that long. Although I will sometimes use the auto haste accessories when I come across them. So for Yuna, probably I could go with Ribbon, just so I know there's somebody who won't ever get status ailments, and then probably it'll slow her down a bit, but Adamanta, like look, right now her stats would be defense 27, magic defense 3, because berserkers have pretty awful defense. Now it's 147 and 123. her evasion isn't affected, her agility goes down. But adamantite is just like, yeah, it makes it pretty freaking hard to kill. And with, I think I was using heady perfume on, safety bit, well, that means that they won't be immune to all magic, elemental magic anymore, which I've gotten rather used to. Ace Bangle. Maybe I should not have gotten into this, because now I don't really have a particularly great plan for how I wanted this to work. Crystal Bangles are actually pretty awesome, because they double your max HP. I might just go with those Crystal Bangles. This means Yuna will have a lot less HP than anybody else, but, oh, wait, you know what? No, she could go with the old, might as well be getting some use out of, the heady perfume. Is there something cool I can give her instead of a crystal bangle? Am I thinking about this too hard? Maybe I could give her the haste one, just so that if I decide I want to, she can do haste stuff. She's going to get turns twice as often as Yuna. And now Yuna will not be immune to elemental magic, but she'll just take way reduced damage from everything. So that's fine. And we got the Charm Bangle back on Brother, so we won't have to worry about worthless encounters. I hope there's an opportunity to save our game in this next screen before we lose in potentially in a Cactuar encounter. I guess I could just try not to lose. But I'm certainly, if I can't save, I don't want to go all the way to the back of that cave looking for chances to save. I know there's a save sphere in there, but, you know. And I most assuredly am not going to load my game in order to replay the Cactuar minigame, and therefore also have to replay getting White Wind. That's not happening. Oh, I forgot. I was going to check and see what White Wind actually, how it's described, what it does. Went to a lot of trouble to get it. White Wind restores some HP to the party. So it doesn't really explain it, but I think in previous games, whatever the HP of the user is, that much HP is restored to the party. So it's really handy until you get to the point where you're almost dead, at which point it becomes kind of worthless. Like if you get hit with an attack that takes you down to 1 hit point, like, you know, a death attack that you were immune to death, so you survive with 1 hit point, and then cast White Wind, ain't gonna help you too much. What do I want to learn? Flan Eater? Jeez, I mean, flans are not giving us a lot of trouble. I guess we'll eventually come across some dangerous flans. You know, if I decide I want to have a gun mage... Oh, you know what? We will be using gun mages of that. Yeah, there's a battle coming up with a Machina where we can learn a skill from it, so we'll probably have everyone as gun mages. Which means that Dismantler actually would be useful. For like 1 whole battle. Yeah, but with the gun mages, I don't even remember that whole set of attacks exists where you, oh, and, okay, I did change it one to Berserkers, so that's awesome. Hey folks, I sure do look, shiny and pretty and nice while standing on the beautiful beach in this happy sunshiny funland. And it's a lot nicer than the last time I was here when, I was leaving for a journey where everyone thought I was gonna die. So, you know, pretty cool. Pretty heavy score. So yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the place where this Cactuar is going to end up being. Crystal clear water, white beach Sans, yep, there he is. Possibly she. There's no save spear, so let's just hope I don't screw up this little minigame. You found Tomeya. Everything's coming up, Cactuar. Be the first to witness the power of the gatekeep acquired. Okay. Show that prickly punk how it's done. Team Tomeya. So he's got like local fiends helping him out. He's got slightly higher agility but the same strength. Off on a South Seas cruise, still he longs for his desert home. The Cact War is on. Damn. Oops. Hey, no fair, I dodged. I think I am going to lose this. Oops, this is going to be close. Yeah, see, even when I'm dodging, I feel like I'm taking the hits. So I gotta be perfect from here on out. Well, I got one left, so no point dodging. Woo! Just barely. I mean, I kind of want to win as a pride thing, I guess, even if I know nothing much happens. And I've got this notion, like, I don't know that something special doesn't happen if you win each one, do I? I don't know. My high score from the previous one I'm not going to beat, because I had a bunch of dodges. I didn't think I dodged that many times, but whatever. Take him back to the Cactuar Nation. His mother is really worried. And this time, find a save point before encountering the cacti if you're going to give a shit at all about losing the minigame. Like, even though I know it doesn't do anything to win or lose that like, this time it bothers me that I'm not getting, like, a little prize, even if it's just something rinky-dink and tiny. You feel like you should get something. Now, am I missing something, or is there like a whole area of map it seems like we should be allowed to interact with that we're not being allowed to interact with? I'm just wondering now if we came up here in a previous act to look at stuff. Is there? But there's no treasure chest, so why did I bother? No. Off we go. So this probably is the fastest way to get out of here, actually, is to go to the back of this cave, especially now that we got the charm bangle. Because there was a save sphere before the boss fight, which, for no logical reason now, means we can summon the airship to pick us up from inside this cave, but we couldn't have done it from the beach outside. Yeah, well, what you gonna do? And surprisingly, the characters now have dialogue about how long they wasted trying to get the White Wind magic. Nothing. But yeah, if memory serves, there's 2 blue magics in the game that you have to get by confusing enemies, because they're beneficial spells that they would normally cast not on you. And we got them both, so I think we're done with that. From now on, it's going to be a matter of, especially against some of the tougher enemies that have blue magic spells, trying to survive against their normal attacks long enough for them to use their blue magics that we can actually get some benefit from. Yeah, on we go. I think we might have time to do one more Cactuar in this mission, as long as I don't get distracted by trying to get a blue magic along the way. So the Cactuar have nothing to say to us, or that guy doesn't offer to translate because it's so foul he can't bring himself to complete it. I'll translate. Precious Tomeya, you must tell me your tales on the Southern Isles.
That's the gist of it.
That wasn't much of the gist, but whatever. And I Totally did give it the same voice it had before. I'll translate. According to his mother, Loberia loves getting into cramped spaces. He left with only one thing in mind, finding the most comfortable box in existence. He finally found a most splendid treasure chest in the home of a sphere hunter. How long it's been since I heard of him. How long it's been since I heard from him, I cannot hardly say. I do not know, I have forgotten. Oh come, my careless little Loberia. I've told you 1,000 times to be careful of boxes with
That's the gist of it.
Alright, so he's in a sphere hunter's house in a treasure chest. Just to avoid wasting time, I'm gonna check the fact, but without having checked the fact yet, I think it must be Chateau LeBlanc, and it is. Okay, yep, it's in Chateau LeBlanc, so let's just go there real quick and then we'll call it a video. But I guess I'll save my game. Alright, I sort of did that automatically without thinking. It wasn't an action. It was not an action. It was a reaction. So yeah, I just kind of didn't think through whether or not I needed to save my game there. Alright, so back to Guado Salam and Chateau LeBlanc. That is sur les franches. You guys got anything to say? Oh, I meant to actually talk to the guards, but I stepped too close to the door, I guess. I think I'm supposed to go to... I mean, I would have just searched Chateau LeBlanc until I found a treasure chest that was spontaneously there that hadn't been there before. I didn't actually mean to come up and talk to you. But there should be... once I looked at the fact, it told me exactly where to go, but I think it's one of the rooms back here in the actual dungeon area. Now, I'm wondering... in this act, because we're now friends with the Syndicate, right? So the question in my mind, and the answer's not terribly important, I'm just curious. There was a special lure bracer. I want to move the lure bracer. I want to move the lure bracer. Wait, can't I can't organize accessories? Oh, okay, yeah. Oh man. It doesn't, I just auto-organize them, so now I have no idea what frickin' order they're in anymore. Although actually I probably did what I wanted to do, which is put the two bracers next to each other. The lure bracer and charm bangle, or the lure, whatever the hell. The one that makes you encounter enemies more often and less often, I wanted them to be next to each other. Whatever. This isn't working at all. I'm just curious. Yeah, you can encounter Syndicate goons. Oh, you don't encounter Syndicate goons. You encounter Queen Coerl.
Nice work.
Yeah, I was curious about is whether or not you would encounter enemies here now that this place is supposed to be friendly to you. I'm curious if we encounter Syndicate goons. No, just Coerls. So does this mean the Syndicate have lost control of their own headquarters?
Too easy.
Oh, too easy. Alright, whatever. She's speaking Japanese, it's so hot. So the Syndicate goons appear to be replaced by rando fiends, as this still is considered an area that has enemy encounters. Alright. So that was curious. I guess I'm glad I know that now. So we can eliminate enemy random encounters because why wouldn't we? I will save the game again, because now I'm like kind of keyed up on this notion that I should try to win all the damn Cactuar minigames, even though I know it doesn't mean anything. But there should be, in one of these rooms, a closed treasure chest. I guess not this one. So that means it's probably in this one. Or the one off. There's like 3 rooms that it could be. Oh, and there is definitely a drawer, chest here. Inside you acquire... She opens it again, and this time there's a Cactuar inside! With really high strength, so you don't want to get hit by its counterattack. The comfiest treasure chest bedding in Spira, now on sale. With Loberia, the maiden Loberia. Everything's coming up. Cactuars be the first witness, power of the gatekeeper, blah blah blah. The Loberia collection, now available at Neiman Marcus. I scored a potion. The dodges are going to cost me all the points, but... Damn. I've already lost now, so I should just give up. So now we get to see her failed pose. I lose. And it still scores you the same way. And Loberia still cooperates. So there you go. And now, because I'm borderline psychotic, I think off-screen I'm going to go back and win that fight. But for now, we're calling it a video. When we come back, I think we're just going to keep doing the Cactuar minigame. Until we get to the point where it won't let us do any more in this chapter. I'm the Mysterious JG. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.